Hi everyone, welcome back to Clipping for Coupons with Allie. I am back with another cooking video, and today I will be making some super simple cube steak. Now, I did upload a video on baked chicken just a few days ago. These are meals that you can make in 20 minutes or less. The only thing that you have to do is figure out what sides you or your family would like. So this is super simple. There are a few ingredients that are involved, so I'm going to go through everything with you guys, but to get started, all I did was put out some of the items that I'm going to be using. And right now I have a good size. This is my biggest size pan that I have right now. I have a little bit of vegetable oil at the bottom of it, and I do have the it's on number 4, so it's warming. You don't want it too hot, but I do want it to warm up while I'm getting my stuff together. So some of the things that I'm going to be using is Stop and Shop has chopped onions that is in the freezer section. These are typically $1 each, and you're going to need about a half a bag, just depending on how many you would prefer to put in. It's all about personal preference, or when you're cooking, or whoever you're cooking for. So for this recipe, because I have quite a bit to make, I am going to use about a half a bag. I also have measured out about 1 cup of water. I also have some fine ground pepper here. I also have from Walmart some garlic, and I always buy the one that's in water. I also have some of the Goya tomato sauce. You'll need an 8-ounce can. This is 8 ounces, and also some adobo from Goya. And also the last thing that I don't have pictured here is the green peppers that I'm going to be putting as well. I'm going to put those in last. Those were not frozen this time around. It was a fresh pepper. So I would say if you're going to do that, use 1 whole pepper. Stop and Shop does have chopped onions and peppers already done. They have a mixture of the green, yellow, and orange, but I don't have any more of those on hand at home, and this is a super quick recipe just using what I have at home. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, this pan already has a little bit of oil in it. You don't want to use a whole lot. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put the water at the bottom. Then I am going to add the Goya tomato sauce. Remember that this is an 8-ounce can, and go ahead and use the whole thing. If you are going to make about 8 cube steaks, I'm only going to fit 4 in this pan, so I'm only going to use half of this. And next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little bit of the garlic. I'm going to put about, I would say, a half a tablespoon on each side of my pan. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put a little bit in this side and a little bit on this side, and then I'm going to just mix this up a little bit. And the next step to this is going to be putting the meat in our pan. So we have a little bit of oil at the bottom. We have our tomato sauce. We also have our garlic. Now, if you want to do fresh ingredients, you definitely can do that. Okay, so that is how it looks. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get our cube steak. I'm going to do 4 pieces at a time, I think. Okay. And we just want to make sure that the meat is covered because we do want it to be flavorful. Typically, I don't cook my own steak like this, but this is how the hubby likes it, so this is how we're going to go with it. And I do plan on making the other 4. The package of meat that I got came with a total of 8. I can only cook 4 at a time, so if that's the case for you as well, you can either use 2 pans and split your ingredients, or you can just hold off until it's done. Now, when I put the meat in here, what I'll do is I will turn it up a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to cook this on each side for about 4 to 5 minutes, just depending on how well done you like your meat. Next, I'm going to add in some adobo. I never measure any of this out, so what I do is I just sprinkle over the meat just a little bit. Make sure that all of it is covered. I also am going to add in a little bit of ground pepper. Not a whole lot. You don't want to go crazy. I typically do not add any salt because the adobo does have a little bit of salt in it, so I don't need that. The last 2 things that I'm going to place in my pan here are the chopped onions. These are frozen. I'm going to place about a half a bag. And it is much easier and less time consuming if you can get the frozen vegetables. They are $1 typically at Stop and Shop, and it's definitely worth it. So I have the onions in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the green peppers. Typically when I make this, I like to use red peppers, but it's completely up to you. And today I'm just using what I have on hand. And as you can see, our pan is heating up, so we don't want to wait too long. We want to mix all this in. So let me go ahead and get the peppers. Okay, so I have some green peppers here. I'm going to throw in all of them. That is about 1 whole pepper. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir all of this in. You guys, you'll have to wait about 4 to 5 minutes to cook on each side. Check your meat and then it should be done. The thumbnail to this video is going to be the final product, and this is going to be lunch for hubby when he gets home today. So I hope he's super, super excited. You guys, this is so easy. Less than 20 minutes, you can have the main part of a meal done. All you have to do is pick some sides. And I think with this meal, what we're going to do is we're going to use the minute rice in the cups that you microwave. You throw them in there for 1 minute and then they're done. You can have rice. You already have your vegetables in here and you have your meat cooking. Make sure you guys check out this thumbnail. This is an awesome recipe to do. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. Also, be sure to check out the video that I uploaded a few days ago on the baked chicken. That is one of my family's favorites, so definitely recommend trying that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and comment. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click that notification button so you do not miss out on a single video.